Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Sunday, and welcome back to our series where we're going through the Havamal verse by verse. This week we're going to be looking at verse 14. And as always, we begin with three different translations. The first one by Olive Bray. Drunk was I then, I was overdrunk in that crafty Jotun's court, but best is an ale feast when a man is able to call back his wits at once. Now for our second translation, the Hollander translation. Drunk I got, dead drunk, when Fuljar the wise was with me. Best is the banquet one looks back on after and remembers all that happened. Now for our third translation by Bellows. Drunk I was dead drunk, when with Fuljar wise I was. 'Tis the best of drinking if back one brings his wisdom with him home. That's a bit awkward with the phrasing, but these things happen in translation. But let's look to the substance of this verse. It begins with an admission of overindulgence. No excuses, no evasions, no reframing to make it sound different from what it actually was, and no projecting blame onto someone else. But even if someone else is encouraging you to drink too much or to do anything else that you think you really shouldn't be doing, the responsibility for the act itself is yours alone. Just because someone pressures you doesn't mean that you give in to it. Now contrast this attitude with prevailing victimhood culture in which everything unpleasant is someone else's fault. All unwanted consequences were inflicted by others with malice aforethought, and the whole of society is clearly conspiring against you. Not only is that an absolutely ridiculous way to try to go through life, it actively prevents people from making changes in their lives that will make them better people or improve their circumstances. They're just wallowing in their faults. So if we see ourselves stagnating, it's probably time to revisit our mindset and ask ourselves if we are proactively taking responsibility for ourselves or if we've been letting ourselves down and if we are participating in the poisonous victimhood culture. Now, the second half of the verse makes the main point, that we can enjoy ourselves without having to lose control of our faculties. And that is more fun, as well as better for our long-term well-being. That it's better than drinking to oblivion or pursuing other forms of pleasure in the hope that it will make us forget about the realities of life. Pretending that our problems don't exist and engaging in self-destructive behaviors to reinforce that pretense, it makes everything worse. And the short-term, long-term, any way you look at it, trying to avoid pain ensures that the pain you eventually experience is not only inevitable, but it will be worse, and it will likely be longer lasting, or at least have more ramifications as far as the consequences for it goes. But if we show restraint and we attend to our business, this will lead to better outcomes. When we relax or drink a bit or do other fun things, we'll enjoy it more because it won't be about trying to escape from our lives. It's about enjoying the lives that we have. It isn't about evasion. It's important for us to protect and to develop our mental faculties. We need our mind to accumulate knowledge, but also the thought process that enables us to figure out how to apply knowledge. It is through the contemplation of information and principles along with life experience that actually creates wisdom. Our imagination is a function of the mind. We can do without a lot of things in life, but our brains and all of their multifunctional glory is not amongst them, and that is essentially what this verse is encouraging us to safeguard. So, that is what I have to say about verse 14. I would love to hear your thoughts either in the comments below or you could come see us at Blackbird's Brew. There's a link to join in the description box below along with all of the links about where my content can be found, including my email address if you want to reach out more privately. In the meantime, please like the video and subscribe. It would be very much appreciated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.